Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we appear to be back. If we kind of go through any sort of technical difficulties, don't worry. You'll still win your gems if you are the lucky winner. We're gonna have VOD out like normal on the YouTube channel. Let me just bring this music a little bit down. But yeah, don't forget that the VOD of this show will go up pretty much instantly on youtube.com/SirvephSC. Ken, we're waiting for the game in the server to kind of stop. Why don't you tell me like what kind of happened with that game that we just missed?
Red team actually got a lot of the buffs, and they held all the points for the most part. Well, not all the points, but they held a majority of them, and that's sort of what solidified their win for that game. And it's actually over right now, so it'll be interesting to see what happens in the next game.
Red team wins a capture point.
Alrighty, folks.
Barely.
Actually, red team did get stillness, and that's what sort of projected their point lead. Now we're going to Forest of Niflhel. Alrighty, folks. Forest of Niflhel is sort of like a Dota map. It's not actually a Dota map. It's sort of a homage to the MOBA scene in the fact that you can kill mobs and get buffs, sort of like Shawn or Baron, something like that. It's not entirely decisive, but it does help.
Alright, we're kind of set, we've got the map up. We're going to watch how the team splits. We got, it looks like 4 of blue going straight to Henge, or rather 3, and 2 of blue coming straight to the middle for the team fight. Let's go watch the team fight right now in the middle. We got 2 blue coming in with 3 red going in. As I say that though, a thief looks
Psychoactive.
Yep, Psychoactive is kind of running away, going to Henge, kind of trying to roam cap it. Sorry.
Red team not actually going for Spawnier until now. Blue team has actually been on Chieftain for a while, and it looks like it has gone down, giving blue team an extra 25 points to start off the match with.
Yep. It looks like yeah, red team is just now pulling Spawner, like you said, Noxella and Angel Nina going in on that. It's going to be 2 people that can't participate in team fights. It also means 2 people on blue that are going to cap mid. Looks like Psychoactive is going to check to see that the Chieftain is down. He's going to realize that he's going to come mid, and there is going to be a battle between blue and red here. But look how encamped blue is on mid. There's so many med packs, so many healing turrets. Like 2 engineers worth of elites gone down here almost.
Yep, they put down the supply crate, and that is what's going to give them a slight advantage. Those med packs will heal team members that do land on top of them.
Absolutely. It looks like only 2 people from blue here are going to come in. Looks like Jerry Springer and Vimix are going to try and do work, try and cap the point, but red is going to do their damnedest to really keep it from them, and red is the only team with a point right now. They're up 90-50. Let's watch Vimix get stopped up. Noxella almost getting stopped, but Angel Nina's going to get it though. And there it is. Alright, let's see what else is going on here on this map. Blue team finally gets their mines.
Yep, blue team is actually going to back cap red while they're all focused on keep.
Yep. The entirety of red team is really around the mid. They're trying to fight their way into their home point. It looks like Nimloth Fireborn, the Elementus, trying to really make her way across, but she's not. Nah, she's not going to be that successful.
Nope, not at the moment.
She looks like she's about to drown in the river here as blue team goes off to fight Stifos. Really the more pertinent danger here to them.
Absolutely, and it doesn't look like mine's going to be under contest at the moment, though Henge is actually going to have a little bit of action. Although while Keep is still staying alive on the red team.
Yep, absolutely. With it looks like blue is actually going to manage to keep almost all of these points, but they're not in the lead due to the kind of like the high kill count from red, the fact that red had their point for the longest, and while blue didn't really have anything. They're gonna start catching up though. As I say that, Stifos comes in on Henge here, which is blue's home point, and is gonna start capping it for the red team.
All the while, red team is actually going to neutralize and capture mine at the moment as well.
Blue team has 1 member at the keep and 2 at mines trying to do their thing. But Noxella and Psychoactive are really making it so that they're having a hard time. Psychoactive doing a lot of work, but Little Solar, the Guardian, popping down Sanctuary, pushing Psychoactive and Noxella back, doing a lot of bunkering style action here. Getting the smite and the chains off of Noxella.
Chieftain is back. We also have Jerry Springer and Kenigmatic back at the hedge point trying to take out Stifos by themselves. So if Stifos goes down, it looks like Henge will be for blue team, and they might even move on to Chieftain to get even more points.
You know, Stifos used his Thief's Guild Elite and his his Shadow Refuge spell to kind of get a lot more regen and support there. And I think he's actually, he manages to keep Jerry Springer and Kenigmatic from doing that. They're going to retreat. They're going to try and go for the Chieftain. Let's go in with Gant, see what he's doing. He's the engineer who's been dropping the supply crates all over the place, keeping a knockdown on Chieftain, and they're going to get this.
Oh, absolutely. Jerry Springer is actually going to go back to sort of put pressure on Stifos, so he has to decide whether or not he really wants that henge. And he's actually downed at the moment. Jerry Springer is actually going to go in for that stomp.
Oh,
and
man.
He has it. All by himself, all the while, I do believe the engineer, Kenigmatic, is going to go after the Chieftain and get it sort of single-handedly and definitively.
Now, soloing the kind of boss mobs that show up on the side can tend to be really difficult, except in the case of like engineers who have support of turrets and such. As I say that, blue team has all 3 points. Leading kind of, as I said, Psychoactive will cap the mid and contest it, but they're up 270 to 145. What can Red do to really get back in this game?
Red team's going to have to really bunker down and make sure they at least have 2 points. It's not so late in the game that having 2 points will make it so that way they can't come back, but they're going to have to really push on keeping 2 points consistently throughout the rest of the game.
Absolutely. And another thing that doesn't help is to ensure that blue doesn't get any more of those mobs that spawn. Each one of those is 25 points, or 50 points right there for one.
Yeah, they actually got both Chieftain and Spawnier. It's interesting to note that at Spawnier, I believe it was Vimix was down and actually got the rally off of Spawnier. So,
yeah, I mean, as we say that though, Psychoactive does a kind of back cap on Henge. Almost the entirety of red team was on mine, and they've got it. Now blue has only got 1 point. Red can catch up if they decide to really kind of come together and just put in that pro-level communication that they need to shut down blue here.
Yeah, and I think it helps that they're actually sort of zerging, all the while I believe it's actually Psychoactive, is sort of backcapping everything to sort of put pressure on blue team to make them move around as much as possible.
Absolutely. That's exactly what's going on. Right now we see Stifos kind of in the team battle here at mine, while Psychoactive is capped and static here on the midpoint at keep, forcing blue to kind of come around, go back between keep and henge. Will keep them on their side while red stays really active, denying blue the mine, which is what they need.
Yep, and we see in the middle point at keep, Guardian Little Solar is actually going to go in and try to take out the Ranger by himself, all the while Vimix is going to come through the top to get sort of a height advantage on Angel Nina, try and help Little Solar take her out.
Let's look at just as I thought, Little Solar's build is extremely bunker. This is one of the most common builds that we see on Guardians now. They're so very, I hesitate to use the word tanky, but they're very good at keeping people off points, especially with the hammer skill Banish, which is my favorite skill in the game. I mean, who doesn't love the golf swing? And there's the wolf finisher for I think that was Vimix actually.
Possibly, I'm not entirely sure due to I can't see his rank at the moment.
Blue team is just surpassing 400 points.
It's really interesting to note that Psychoactive sort of just used his Thieves Guild and then ran away just to sort of put pressure on the middle point while he goes to help out his team at henge.
I mean, whatever you can do to help secure a victory for your team, when you're down this much, you really need to use everything to your own advantage. I don't see them coming back. This is Blue's game to lose.
Spawniers return.
As I say,
But
that
if red team can get Chieftain and Spawninger both at the same time, that'll give them 100 points, and it'll sort of alleviate the difference between their points. Red team's going to have to really push to keep at least 2 points for the rest of the game. So it's going to be interesting what happens.
well, even with 100 points in their pocket, it's not gonna. They have a 200-point deficit, is what I'm trying to say here.
Right, but if they get the 100 points, they're going to have a 100-point deficit, and with 2 points on their side, they're going to be getting points 2 times as fast as the other team.
This is true. I'd really be interested to see one of these guys even attempt to go for the mobs. But it looks like the big fight is here in mid. Blue team, here it is. Blue team, we've got Gant, Shadow, Shooty Thingy, and Jerry Springer going for Chieftain. This will probably seal victory right here.
Oh, more than likely. Once they get that, that'll give them 25 points, and after that, it's sort of downhill from there. Any chance that red team will have will be sorely diminished, and that's what's going to really push this victory for blue.
There it is. And as we say that, Spawnier just got aggroed by Noxella. Who should we go in on? Let's see who's doing work. Looks like Lil Solar is bunkering like a madman. Look at that ring. Ring of warding plus Sanctuary for when you really, really, really don't want people near you.
Or when you don't really want to die, and it looks like he's just taking damage left and right, and he's not even fazed by it.
That cap right there was actually pretty ridiculous. He was taking on like was it 3-on-2, almost 2-on-1 fight because Vimix wasn't really in it.
Yeah, something like that.
And I think this is it. The next kill for blue will seal it. If Little Solar can kind of keep Noxella confined. Yep, there it is.
And there is the win for blue team.
Now, if you look at the scoreboard, Little Solar, Gant Imahara doing a lot of just ridiculous work here, topping up the leaderboards. For red team, it's Psychoactive, the back capper, the guy who went around and forced blue to be mobile, and Angel Nina. So I'm really excited to go into the next map.
Oh, me too.
That was actually a really good match.
It was. I believe if they reserved a little bit less, they probably would have done a little bit better. Psychoactive, though, playing as roaming was really good for red team, and that's what sort of kept them in. Oh my goodness, that's not.
Oh no, Ken joined the game.
I'm not playing this game.
All right, so let's talk about Spirit Watch, the map, for a little bit. Here in the center is the Altar of Ascension, where the Orb of Ascension spawns, and you take that orb to any point, and you get points, and that is the basic mechanic of the game. Going further in depth, if you take it to your own point, you get 30 points. If you take it to an enemy's point, it's neutralized, you get 15 points, and you can then go and cap that point, which is one of my favorite things, because you can aggressively orb cap, which is amazing. Right now it looks to be a 4v4 right now. We need some more people in there. Lil Solar, Red Sling, Schnupp, get in on that.
Oh, they're definitely going in. And it looks like in the middle we're going to have this huge team fight. Vimix is actually going to go for Wolf to sort of cap it, while the rest of his team sort of pushes towards Raven, as well as fight the blue team.
Right now we see Sypho's kind of the closest red player to the Orb of Ascension, and he's trying to keep Noxella from capping it. One of the things about the Orb is it also slows you down. It feels like you're carrying a 2-ton like bowling ball.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see Sypho's is kind of outmanned here, but as I say that, Red Sling comes up from behind, and he's gonna try and cap Little Solar, or stop Little Solar from capping. Mm-hmm. But you don't stop that little guy.
It's actually really interesting to note, Psychoactive once again roaming, he actually got to Raven faster than anybody else, and by doing that he's sort of putting pressure on the blue team to sort of neutralize it, so that way they don't let red get more points than they have to.
What's interesting to note is that Lil Solar, the guy who's carrying the orb, is also participating in the team fights, trying to make sure that he's covered from behind with his teammates before he tries to go and bring it to Bear. But waiting for him at Bear is Gant Imahara, who actually is going to take it and momentarily before APAC and Lil Solar come and contest it. Actually, no, there it is. He's going to neutralize. They're only going to get 15 points from that. That's actually a really good play from Gant.
Oh, absolutely. Because of that, they're going to be able to capture Bear twice as fast, since they're going to take out Imahara possibly. He's really low at the moment, sort of running around trying to play bunker, so that way they cannot actually capture Bear, and it's going to stay contested and neutralized until he is down.
Yep. Also, the fact that he's denying the blue team like an additional 15 points is so key, especially look at the scoreboard right now. It's 54 to 61. 15 points would just increase that by far. Let's go in with someone who's doing work. Let's go in with Stifos, the thief, who's really, I would say, is the opposite of psychoactive. She's always in on the team fights. She's always willing to just spike down somebody. Right now she's taking down oh my god.
Oh.
Did she get it?
What?
No, she didn't get it.
Oh,
it's so close. You would have won. You would have won the gems, my friend. But you almost got it.
Actually gets the buff on Raven, awarding red team an extra 30 points.
Let's go in with Vimix. Let's see what he's doing. Looks like Vimix is right forward. Let's go into the orb. Let's see what's going on there. Little Solar trying to run down and be the sneaky beaver here and cap it while no one's there, but he's gonna get caught up from behind by Gant. Can Gant stop this guy? Let's see. Looks like Evil Risen has come up. Let's go in with Gant, see what he's trying to do to stop Little Solar. Actually, he's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, Evil Risen just totally ignored his teammate at the moment. But it's okay because Little Solar is actually moving towards Bear to get even more points to sort of help that deficit that they have due to Red capturing the orb in the beginning.
Absolutely, but if you saw what just happened right now, Stifos in stealth mode trying to get the backstab on Solar, but there's just going to be so much damage coming in here. You've got Gant dropping the supply crates while Stifos comes in and do damage, but Gant is now the only person on cap with Solar here.
Yep. So it's going to be really interesting how the rest of the match plays out, just because of the mobility of each team is actually really impressive at the moment. So it's going to come down to orb play, I believe.
Absolutely. And I think we're getting some lag, but we're just going to fight through this. Stifos came to the midpoint, saw someone's behind her, did some shadow stepping to make sure that she did get behind them, and now she's downed in stealth mode, popping the thief skill before she goes down. That looks like Nimloth Fireborn is attempting to grab the orb, but just is not.
Apex going down for that stomp, but Stifos is able to shadow step right away, just in time.
And she manages to down APAC for the second time, denying her stomp. And then she teleports again.
Yeah, but if Little Solar can come in and sort of revive APAC, Stifos is not going to be in for a good treat, because then it'll be 3 on 2, with Vimix coming in to sort of support.
Absolutely. She ended up dying to just overall damage. No one's really taken the altar. Red has 2 points to Blue's 1. They're going to take the lead very swiftly. Nimloth Fireborn, though, kind of trying to figure out, am I going to stay on the team fight? Am I going to go grab the orb? Well, really, you're going to try and deal with Vimix. Vimix down, though, so I see the 3 guys from Blue Team here trying to take on Stifos if she doesn't go and grab it.
That is correct. APAC actually going to go in to neutralize and possibly capture Raven, but it looks like Stifos, or no, it's actually Psychoactive sees this and is going to try and stop. Apac's aims to neutralize Raven.
Yep. As we say that, Lil Solar, the master objective player here, grabbing the orb again. He's going to bring it up to Raven to kind of secure that his team has this point. As we say that, though, 2 thieves from Red, that is Psychoactive and Sifos, the duo team here, is going to try and contest it. Lil Solar, though, managing to get the 30 points, bringing Blue Team back into the fold. As Red is at 280 to 243. Blue can come back very easily by orb capping like they have been, but Blue Team, in addition to this, needs to focus on keeping everything going here in terms of capping points.
Absolutely.
Hold on, I just lost myself. 1 second.
You're fine.
For a minute there, I lost myself. Anyway,
that was the best of us.
Yes. I think that was actually the gun run trying to help me help the stream out here a little bit.
There you go.
I'm trying to pop into a... But as we say that, Red is defending Bear over here. No, I'm sorry. I was totally lost after coming back. This is Raven. I apologize. We're in with Red slaying the warrior, just pulling out a great sword, and then getting knocked back. He's going to try and fight Nimloth Fireborn here, the Elementalist, but he's going to go back in on the team fight here in the cap point. Little Solar is doing a crazy amount of work, doing what he was born to do, and that is bunker.
There you go.
I mean, look at this little Sir go. As I say that, he gets kind of knocked down. He's hitting people in the face with the candy cane, knocking them off points, and now he's just going to banish people backwards with a wave of light.
Little Solar's role on blue team is actually integral because that allowed for, I believe it was Noxella to capture Wolf, because blue has a very low mobility compared to red, who has 2 thieves, so they can sort of move around the map much quicker than blue and sort of backcap or neutralize points however they see fit.
Absolutely. We've got Vimix here with the orb going into Bear. Grant Imahara / Cheers. They're up 406 to 299 is their game to lose, but it is still a match that can be won by blue. Little Solar coming in through the mid thinking no one's going to come here, but Vimix getting a ridiculous series of crits on him.
Oh my
Actually,
goodness.
Little Solar, a little misfire there, popping the shield as his opponent is chained to the ground. It's not going to force them back, but he's going to grab the orb anyway. He's going to try and bring it to Raven.
Absolutely. He was able to do that because Apex sort of took the attention of Vimix away just in time for him to get the Orb of Ascension to start moving towards Raven.
Absolutely. And he's going to be fine. Actually, wait, what happened to the orb? Did he just lose it? I think I...
Did you see that?
He did not.
Nope.
His Psychoactive is on top of him, though, and unless his teammates come to help him out, it might end badly for Little Solar at the moment.
No, he's going to be fine. He manages to pop the Ring of Warding down on Psychoactive as he goes through it. Knocks everyone back. He's going to defend this point. Fine. He'll be great. And he gets 30 points for his team, which isn't half bad. However, red team is up by so many points, it's probably not going to matter. Blue team's not really making anything right now. They lost Raven, they've lost Wolf, they don't have Bear. They're not coming back from this.
Actually, Vimix is moving towards Bear with their orb. The only way that blue team could possibly stop them is to go in and neutralize Bear as quickly as possible, but that's not going to matter.
Here
With
it
only
comes.
30 points to go, it looks like that is for red team.
Topping up the leaderboards of this game is Red Sling. 135 on blue team. It is Lil Solar, our guardian hero. I'm going to swap over to our card for a little bit and make sure the stream is alright.
Alright.
1 second. Where's...
The only thing that could have gone different with that game is if blue team had a thief or something that allowed for higher mobility.
Yep, absolutely. Alright, so we're going to take a quick 3-minute break. We'll be right back with more Server Stomp Live. Guys, don't go anywhere.